Definitely, before every racing, you are sitting together to define your strategy. When should it be speed up, when be slow, when...
What we do is, so before this race, both drivers have normally about, in total, 3 days in the simulator.
Yes, okay.
They will have a pre-briefing.
Yes.
And then we come here. We've had the shakedown now, so that was only by regulation 6 laps.
Yes.
Very short and low power. Then we have our meeting.
Yes.
Get the feedback. We discuss it from an engineering point of view.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of this is pure engineering.
Yes.
Some of it is the feeling.
Feeling, yeah. Okay.
Feeling of
experience. Experience is very important. Yes.
It's key. And then tomorrow morning we've got a free practice, which is the first time we can run full power.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we will be able to work from there to understand how our simulation was and how we can develop it. The data that we take, and so I was a driver before.
Oh yes. Okay.
And so the driver information is like the end user.
Yeah.
He's the one that has to drive the car, and so therefore the feedback is very, very important for us. He recuperated about 35% of energy from the battery. So you had the battery and then 35% more. And so this is an area where we're developing a lot.
Definitely the driver is very important for the racing, but from technical point of view, which part of the car is very important to actually support you to get to win the games?
You know your system. Your system from the robotics is important from the activation, the mechanical workings, but the software and then the software development. For us, it is exactly the same.
Okay,
The car is, everything is important because if we don't have wheels, we don't go forward. If we don't have a good battery, we don't go forward. If the drivetrain is not efficient. But from our point of view, we're focusing very much on, like I said, the area here with regard to the electric motor, with regard to its development. So in comparison to last year, when we won the championship, and thank you for the support, that was cool. It's 95% new.
95%. It was renewed in last 1 year so much.
And 10% lighter.
Lighter.
So I think from an engineering point, you know how difficult it is to make everything lighter, but still keep the strength and reliability. And so that's the type of focus from our perspective. But I'm a big believer that it's about the people. And the people design the software, the people design the hardware, and their philosophy and way of working to make sure that we have a car that is complementing each other. And then the driver. And
for us, for the solution provider like a KUKA, the new material is also taking the challenge to us. Because the traditional welding technology should be replaced by some rivet or something. And then good.
Well, when we came into Formula E, we were the first to come with the full carbon gearbox housing.
Carbon gearbox,
And so on that side, we were the first ones to look at this. This was experience we had from our racing at Le Mans. And you know the benefits of carbon with the strength and the rigidity. And we're always looking like you for the new materials that we can exploit. But we have a regulation book from the organizer that stops us doing some things.
Exactly.
But that's just it's part of racing in that way, and that's we accept.
Definitely, the specification for a racing car should be totally different than for a civil car, which should be sold out in 100,000, even millions. Definitely. Safety is most important.
What we find though is that if we take this car, there's a lot of similarities. Last night we launched the Audi e-tron in Hong Kong. And we unveiled it for the first time. And there I was asked about the similarities between e-tron racing, e-tron road car. And you take the regeneration of energy. Now, in the racing car, when we lift off the throttle, we automatically regenerate. When we brake, we automatically regenerate. But also the driver on the steering wheel has a paddle where he can also manually regenerate.
Oh, really? Okay.
And this philosophy is already on the e-tron. Okay, so you can lift, you can brake, but also you can drive it with the paddle for manual regeneration. And this is helped by brake-by-wire. So we've got an electronic brake-by-wire system, which is developed in our Le Mans car. It's in this car, and the e-tron is the first production electric car with brake-by-wire.
Oh, okay. I assume that you are definitely also take time to analyze the other teams, where they actually acting somehow well, and therefore you can also learn from the others. Great. Okay.
We're always. I've been in this racing for 36, 37 years.
Really?
And I know that you don't win every race.
Okay.
And I know that if you win one race, then the others are coming. Like you, it's the same. You know, the competition's always coming.
It's difficult to maintain your actually.
It's hard to get there, and it's harder to stay there.
Exactly.
And this is where, for us, we do watch the opposition.
How's the spirit of the team right now?
Very good, because we won the last race.
Yes, okay.
You know, with your company, when you've got a good time, then it
can only be better. Definitely.
When it's a difficult time, then which we had in the first race of the season, that's where I think we've got good strength. We had this last year where we had some big technical problems at the first part, and then we sorted it, and then we came back and eventually won. But that's why I say, for me, it's about the people and the mentality. If the mentality is to win, never give up. Always to improve.
Exactly. And just like in the industry, like us.
Exactly.
Always continuously achieve.
Continuous improvement.
Improvement. You always try to achieve the target, and then afterwards always settle the higher target. That's great.
And they do the same.
Thank you for the time. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And wish our team tomorrow to win.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Exactly. Well, we'll be fighting. Don't worry.
Orange Intelligenz.